shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
So it's gonna be a scarcity of men. That's the point I'm trying to get at. Like all these women, they gonna be fucking easy picking in that day, man. Real talk. I want to make sure it's correct. What is 5? Yup, that's it. That's it. 5 through 7. 5 through 7. This
All right, 91 and 5.
kind of 7.
All right, Psalms 91 and 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
And those arrows is missiles, man. So in that day when no hell is coming upon Jake, that's why the women gonna cleave to the man. You know? You got it out.
Verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
It is, man.
All right, that reminds me of you ever seen Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds?
I did. I seen that.
Or, he was he was like running people to the left or right. Yep. But him and his made it throughout the entire movie.
That's right. And that's the beautiful point, because the Lord is, and that's the
but they're going through some fucked up shit too, like being sucked up into like fucking machines and being like fucking bled out like a fucking orange and shit.
Yep. But but he said it ain't gonna come nigh thee. And even the scripture do go as far as saying that my men shall eat and ye shall sorrow. Perfectly paraphrased, like y'all gonna hunger and thirst. Yeah, that's what I'm perfectly paraphrased. But we gonna be good, Lord, when we are the elect, man. Because we, in the days that we have no pleasure in them, we seeking the Lord, man, in our youth, man. All right, and that's the point that we trying to get at, while y'all people not. We want y'all to, but y'all not taking heed, man. Right quick. Let me see, because it was something that just came to my, Jeremiah 16. If you got something, you can bring it out right now. I'm just looking for a quick preset. I'm in Jeremiah 16. It was just something I was reading that I wanted to bring out. Like I was reading at home. All right, I'm gonna start at 16. Excuse me. Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh.
All right, because that's why we can't stress the importance enough. Or as far as like the gravity, or as far as if you're coming up here, if you're watching this at home, or maybe the Lord's will that it resonates with you and you repent. All right, because right now we're fishing like right now. All right, meaning we're sealing the elect. Calling people to repentance. Or whether it be whether your lot, whatever your lot may be. If you're a prophet, or then you can come up to the camp. Just like take notes and all that. And then when the Spirit deems it necessary, or you can cross over, or and if not that, all right, then you still need to repent, or if you're not a prophet, then you still need to do what you need to do. All right, but this is like we opened up for. This knowledge is only for limited time. There's a liquidation sale going on.
It's a limited
short time only thing.
First come, first serve. That's how it goes.
Store will be closed.
God. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill. That's the shot, Revelation 6:15. It says, and out of the holes of the rocks, man. All right, so these men that's being fishers of men like we doing now, our men slowly but surely come up and they do their diligence and they eventually cross over, if the Lord dealing with them. We being fishers of men now, and then they gonna be turned to hunters, man. We gonna go kill all who chose not to get right. And we hasten the day, man. We want that day to come quicker.
That's right.
Because the quicker this place go down, the quicker our kingdom come and we can rule it righteously. We ain't gotta work like brothers, we can never fellowship because brothers always gotta work. Sometimes before the sun is even up, and then coming back home when the sun is down. This is hell, man. You ain't even getting the vitamin D you need from the sun and reaping the benefits of your labors, man, because we in fucking hell, all right? So we need healing, though. But grab that just for application.
Revelation chapter 6, verse 15. And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Y'all don't think Trump gonna hide himself? Pence, the VP, and his people up under him, this Congress, and what's the guy that's staying on Owen? Goddamn Frank Jackson. You don't think that if they had the opportunity, they gonna hide themselves, man, in the bunkers? Hey, it's a whole underground city up under Washington D.C., man. A whole city underground that bitch, man. You know, you don't think that? Denver too, y'all. You familiar with the horse and all that, y'all? Denver too, man. Whole ass underground city.
Chinatown.
See? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they gonna try to hide themselves. Go ahead, it's a little
Verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb.
And what is a bunker made out of? What? Probably cement, some steel beam, reinforced, reinforced steel, reinforced concrete, a whole bunch of shit that you can think to take an impact, man. It probably got a real thick ass concrete that can just probably take some impact, and it's probably real low on the ground that it should be good. But the men of the Lord gonna find their ass out, and they're gonna go straight into slavery after that.
That's right.
You know, and rightfully so, because y'all led us into slavery, man. And the Lord, like the brother had me bring out earlier, he said it's a righteous thing in the eyes of the Lord to recompense them tribulation to them that trouble you. All right? And the scriptures say in James, do not rich men oppress you. James 2 and 6, if I'm not, do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat. And they don't even judge us according to the righteous judgment, man. Y'all judge us according to the laws of the land, according to your own laws, man. Throw the whole book at Jake over unworthy petty crimes. That's why they don't want to let Jake go. After they legalized marijuana, they still don't want to let Jake go, man. They, like Pharaoh, refused to let him go. Though they'd go and legalize the shit and profit off of it. So they making money off your free labor and making money off of taxing the shit now, man. That's an unrighteous decree in the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah, these devils ain't gonna put us back in our own land, man. Hey, man, until the Lord come, man. Hey, man, we gonna be here as. Hey, look at us as cattle, man. Hey, we gonna be sucked. We gonna be sucked dry here, man. Until these missiles come, man.
That's right.
Because America's not a country. America's a business, man.
That's right. I ain't gonna digress. You got it. Just going into that topic, real talk. It's a corporation, though. Let me see. Yeah, Revelation. I'm not Revelation. Jeremiah 16 and 17. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first, I will recompense their iniquity. It says, first, I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things, man. And that's exactly what they did. They ransacked Jerusalem, speak about the people first, and our temple too. But they ransacked the people, stole his goodly things, the precious jewels that the scriptures call us, the gold and silver of mine, and filled it with their abominable and detestable things. They got Pink City over there in our land, man. Pink City. You got faggots being promoted in the land of Israel. It was forbidden, once again, at one point, to be a faggot, in the ancient world. And we desire in the old past. We want them ancient ways to come back. If you see a faggot, you bring them out in the congregation, everybody get a stone.
Who was that dude that over here, he was from America, man? He just got married to his dog and just took his dog to Israel for a honeymoon, man. Yeah, man. Took his dog to our land, man, for a honeymoon, man.
So this place gotta go. And that's them detestable and abominable things that the Lord is talking about. Y'all filled his inheritance with those abominable things. And it goes a bit further if you gotta do some research, man. You got that right quick?
It's Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord.
That's right, man. He said he's not going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob, so he got a remnant that's going to be saved, man. He got a remnant that's not going to bow the knee to the image of Baal, all right? He got a remnant that's going to not do that, but he hasn't forgotten this most sinful kingdom. And I just read in Jeremiah 16, he said their iniquities are before my eyes. He's going to recompense them, man. Double. The Lord said he's going to do double unto their ass, man. And y'all know off the dome, the dregs, the dregs. I'm going to look it up. Yeah. Look at that. I got it. Once I get it, This is Isaiah 51. Okay, Isaiah 51 and 17. 17 to 22.
Isaiah 51 and 17.
Time.
Awake, awake, oh, stand up, O Jerusalem,
Time.
which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury.
Because we went through that hell, man. We went through slavery, all right? We got the signs to prove it, but y'all know if y'all do some thorough research, we had the yoke of iron put upon us. We went through the Iron Maiden. I'm speaking on torture methods too, like the Iron Maiden and that bull and shit. It's crazy. I got to look up some of this shit, but Esau, they tested on Jake, man. You know, and they really did these things. The Lord allowed it because of our fuck-ups. You got it?
Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons, on whom she hath brought forth.
Right, because Scripture speak about how our leaders have caused us to err or err. You got it?
Right, neither is there any, or that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up.
And like the Scripture say in Jeremiah 15, I think it's 15, talk about shall anybody go to the side, ask how thou doest, you know? Ain't nobody, inquiring of the true Jews or the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, other than ourselves, the brotherhood itself. Other than that, ain't nobody, you know what I mean? The Lord had to set up his men on earth to give us proper understanding, and restore order in the earth, because there ain't nobody else gonna do that. And it wasn't until now that we start finding out that we the Israelites that now Ishmael, hold on, oh yeah, I'm agreeing with, with the Christian church shit. Now I'm agreeing and now I'm admit this, admit that. But before y'all was, as long as y'all was,
Like the little video.
yeah, polite too. That's the spirit, you remember that. Polite too, man. Saying my brother, these are the true Jews. Y'all ain't the true Jews and so on and so forth, man. So like, yeah, you got it. But we drunk of that cup, man. We went through slavery. We did our part, and now it's y'all time to go up on the damn judgment seat, man. Because we've been judged, but y'all on trial, Esau.
Verse 20.
Come.
Thy sons have fainted, they lie right at the head of all the streets.
That's right. That's why you always see Jake at the damn liquor store or hanging out just posted up on the block. That's that scripture right there. We fit these curses. You got it, right?
As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fear of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power.
They full of the fear of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. That's why they turned up. Hey, Jake can tell Esau, man, I don't give a fuck about going to jail. You know what I mean? And simple shit like that. They don't regard these people. They full of the fear of the Lord, man. They on the left-hand side, they wicked with it, but they full of the fury, man.
Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith the Lord, or the Lord and thy power hath pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee.
So the Lord said right there, he said he took the cup from us and gave it to them that afflicted us who oppressed us. Because in the time our iniquity had to end, these motherfuckers kept putting on heavy fetters, man. They wouldn't lighten up. They wouldn't let go, Pharaoh wouldn't let go. Esau wouldn't let go. The Chaldeans, as we read in the book of 2 Chronicles, they wouldn't let go, man. Go ahead, if you got that.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord, thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
And speaking on everything, whether it be whether it be eating the GMO foods, having your woman come up against you because that's out of order itself, having ailments, infirmities, inflammation, as the scriptures speak about, pestilences, people having high blood pressure. Jake known for having the gout and high blood pressure. You know what I mean? Cholesterol too. Just all the shit that we go through, having to work rigorous jobs. 12 hours minimum. I mean, and it's mandatory overtime. I mean, if you leave, you'll get taxed for it. That type shit. All this gonna be lifted off of us and put on their ass, man. All right? Was it any more left on that?
I'm just going to repeat it.
Come on.
All right, Isaiah 51 and 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee.
That's right.
Which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over.
Come. Hey, man. Hold on. Was that curse? I don't know if that was the one you just read. No. It's I think that's the one you just read through the Spirit. I think you just brought it out.
You know, the
How he said lay down so I can go over.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
read that.
Yeah, hey, man. That's a curse where our people was actually made into fucking footstools, man. They got pictures on fucking Google. Esau with his feet up on Jake's back while he on knees, man. Real and we the most what do you call this in Zephaniah 3:8? I believe the apple of his eye, man. We the apple of the Lord's eye, man. And we brought down, like the scripture in Lamentations, I brought it out last week, I believe 4, you know, going into how the goat become dim. You know, we came from a royal priesthood to being so low, you know, all because we sinned. And we trying to restore order by telling you people to come back to it, but y'all not taking heed, man. You know, only a select few will. And this is who that calling is too, man. Because we ain't out here for numbers, we out here for quality, man. We out here for men that's sincere with this thing, that's going to put their hands to the plow and not take it off.
Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 7. Then answered I and said, when shall be the pardoning asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Come on, go ahead.
Verse 8, and he said unto me, for Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning, man. So it's a time coming. We about to go into rulership, man. All right? And the tables are turning. If you watching for the signs of the times is at hand, you being a watchman like you're supposed to, you see the prophecies coming to pass, you can correlate it with the scriptures, you see, like, damn, the tables is really turning, man. All right? We seeing wars, rumors of war. Hey, they got a lot of, America got a lot of, what's the word I can use, drama, or they got a lot of controversial shit going on here in this own land to be trying to worry about somebody else, man. You know what I mean? But they not going to tackle those situations. For example, the shooting. They got to come up with a resolution for that. Because people, they doing walkouts. People doing, you know what I mean? They, Delta and United Airlines both cut ties with the NRA. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they both did. Amongst other, it's a couple other companies that I can't think of, but both of those airlines cut ties with the NRA. You know what I mean? And we just seeing, you know, this place crumbling, man. This bitch falling down. If you don't believe it, go to your nearest mall. You know what I mean? Go to your nearest mall and look at the stores. They get some gone, some still there, some still in the middle.
Yeah,
that shit crumbling, man.
There's some women in there in Tower City just talking about that. Oh, currently closed this. How long you been working here? 24 years. She talking to this elderly woman. Said she been working in Tower City for 24 years. You know, talking about they done changed up. So they used to have this. What happened to all the TVs that was in here? I used to come in here, get my food, eat, watch a movie, and go home. That's what the elderly lady telling that lady who worked there. She's like, yeah, they don't want nobody sitting here no more. They took children's place out of here. This place going down. All right, that's all the conversation there with the nigga woman in Tower City. I just heard them, man. This place going down, though.
And we witnessing it, man. So in your lifetime, you seeing prophecy come to pass. That should build up your spirit enough to put your hands firmly on the plow. Continue to seek the Lord's face so we get the fuck out of here, man. Because this place crumbling, and we gonna be in our power seat, man. Go ahead, what you got?
The Sirach chapter 10 starting at verse 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man.
And who got the most pride here? Esau, man. The scriptures say, and the nigga woman too, because they joint hands to him. But Esau, they said they lift up the head, man. All right? And what's that, Psalms 83, they lift up the head, man. So they the ones that walk around most powerful. Can't nobody touch me. I'm Billy Badass. I'm going to go police everybody else and bet nobody have no problem about it. You know what I mean? So the Lord, he going to go ahead.
And by both do one commit iniquity.
And little do they know they commit iniquity, man. That's a sin. We know about it, but y'all don't, because y'all ain't, you know what I mean? Seeking it ain't for y'all, but you got it. Like
Verse 8, because of unrighteousness dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Because the kingdom is here on earth, man. And this earth, believe it or not, can withstand the hell that's about to come to it. You know, the Lord know that. That's why he framed it and fashioned it the way that he did, to be able to withstand the destruction. And then we're going to have Esau build it back up to our liking, how we want it in the kingdom. You know, if we come back in our power, we're going to, man, it's going to be beautiful, man. And because, like he said, because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, man, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. You got to think all the wicked shit that Esau does. You don't think, man, the Lord ain't forgot about that, man. The Lord ain't forgot about the fact that he even had the audacity to beguile Eve, man. Got her Walk around fucked up, man. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes
That's
proud?
what the Lord is asking, man. Because y'all people ain't nothing but earth and ashes. We come from the earth, right? Why is y'all proud?
Right.
What makes you feel that you should be proud and you ain't nothing?
Right.
You know what I mean? He said he looked down. He called us grasshoppers. In Isaiah 40 and 20, he called us grasshoppers, man.
Right.
You know? Like, why is earth and ashes proud? Go ahead. Huh?
Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Like the brother's going to earlier, one that's envious. You see something you like it, like on the movie Minister Society, he hopped in and said, let me get a burger and them rims. You know what I mean? He got that nigga rims and them Dayton's he had and a burger, man, off on you. But it is wicked because he did it on Jake. But just saying in general, that's what covetous is. You see something you like it, you want to take from that man, you wouldn't do anything to take it from that man. Go ahead.
For such and one settleth his own soul to sell, because while he lived, he casteth away his bow.
Believe it or not, y'all making a covenant with death by even not even taking heed to this here truth. Believe it or not, y'all making a covenant with death and selling your own soul to sell, but y'all not keeping it for Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, meaning y'all not remaining sovereign. Y'all actually going and by your actions selling yourself to Esau, Edom. You know? Is it more in there? No, keep going.
Verse 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die.
And that's what it is, man. So that king, that physician is talking about Yahweh Shah. Because he said they that are whole need not a physician. But they that are sick, he came to heal the sick. He ain't come for the righteous. He said, I call not the righteous to repentance, but the sinners. So there it is. The physician is talking about Yahweh Shah. He said that he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. He that's today a king, King Donald J. Trump, the 13, and all them other motherfuckers that I can't name right now, they also today a king, tomorrow gonna die. But not necessarily saying tomorrow literally, but in due season, man. When the Lord appointed their time to come, their time is gonna come, and rightfully so. So Esau, you got a time and a bound that you cannot pass, man. All right, and you gonna go into captivity for all the iniquities of your forefathers, man. Y'all got a lot of shit to pay for, man. And the scripture say we gonna meditate terror. We gonna do that in due season, man. I ain't gonna digress into that too much, but let me see if we get some more precepts. I'm not sure what time y'all got either.
My work is 4:40.
So we got about 20 minutes time. So let's get Baba Kashah. Give me Baba Kashah, Malachi 1 and 3, and then also Leviticus 1 and 4.